deflection of a simply supported beam, and we are interested in getting the maximum deflection. We have calculated theoretically by using moment area method. Currently, we will be looking into the ETABS software, and let us analyze by using this software, and let us check how much analytical and theoretical answer matches. And I will be making a new model. So here you have model initialization, and so let us use metric system and steel section as Indian. So we are not going to design, even though it is good to select the section. So we will be assigning the section, so the beam section into Indian forms. So the manufacturing of the material, that is steel, and the different grade of steel, which is different in different countries, and if you select India here, and you will be getting what are the market available materials, so which you can get from here, and we can select India here. Okay, steel design code is IS 800, concrete design code, let us use IS 456 2000. Okay, even for analysis purpose also we have to make this. Okay, let us use this. There are different types of system: grid system, steel deck, steel tack, trusses. So if you are going for trusses and similar structure, you can go for this. And flat slab, only flat slab at perimeters. Two type of flat slab, and waffle slab, two-way of ribbed slab. So these are the types of structure which are available. So let us use grid structure and uniform grid spacing. So let us make the spacing. Number of grid lines in x direction. So let us take 6 number of grid lines. Why? Because we have 6 meter. And in y direction, we don't have any distance, since beam has only one dimension. And the spacing of grids in x direction is, so y direction you don't have any spacing. So even though we have to give a dimension. Why? Because at least for a single story structure, so when you have to build, you cannot build a structure along the ground. So at a certain height, you will be having the first floor or the structure. So you will be having at least some y direction for constructing. Okay, then story dimensions. Do you have how many number of stories? So we can only take one story, and story height, it is not required. See, we can take 1 meter height of a structure and then we can design. Our point of interest here is to analyze the building and to analyze the beam only. And the typical story height, let us make it as 1 meter, and bottom story height, so let us make it as 1 meter. Let us press OK here. Yes, now we got our structure. This is our grid. So this is the 3 dimension, and you can see the x axis and y axis. So all the axes which are given here, we have grids. So the total distance between these 2 points is 6 meter, and I have split it into 6 number of grids. Okay, so let us assign the element. So let us assign the beam. So let us take a section property. Since our beam has a different sectional property, let us create a new property. Yes, we got a steel plate. Okay. So let us take this as beam 1. I am mentioning this property name as beam 1. and so let us add the property of the steel. It is Indian. Let us take mild steel, so Fe250, and I can see here Fe250 is given, and the material is steel, and isotropic, the steel weight, let it be 78649. Our Young's modulus is 2.05 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. So let us change the Young's modulus for the requirement, and let us press OK here, and our new material property is being made, and let us press OK here. Okay, let us assign this Fe250. How about the moment of inertia? There are two data which is given. First one is Young's modulus and second one is moment of inertia. So let us use the depth as 156.51, and in order to get the moment of inertia, that is 50 into 10 power 6. So we can use this dimension. So we will be getting the moment of inertia around 50 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. Okay. So we have assigned a material property. You can see that this property has the required Young's modulus, and the moment of inertia as required in the problem. Let us assign a beam here, and okay, we have assigned a beam. Yes, already we have a sectional property which is being assigned, so let us apply this. Okay, and now our beam has a size of 6 meter, and the material property is given. Now second thing is you have to give support condition. So let us assign the joint as restraints. So one end is hinged, and let us use at this point, and this support is being hinged and other support is roller. So it has only Z direction of restraints. So let us apply. So end conditions are given here. Okay, so we have our beam here. A beam carries a simply supported beam carries a hinged support at one end and roller support at second end, and you have a beam. What we have to do is we have to apply a point load. So let us assign a frame load, that is point load. Okay, so the intensity is, let us take this as live load, and from the absolute distance, so the load is 30 kilonewton and at a distance of 2 meter. So this is acting under the gravitational direction. Let us apply this. Yes. Now you have applied a point load of 30 kilonewton at a distance of 2 meter, and let us analyze this. So this is a single element. If you need a deflection at a particular distance where you require, what you have to do is you have to split this into finite elements. So let us split into the finite elements here. So let us divide these frames, divide into 100 number of objects. Okay, so let us divide this frame into number of finite element. Why? Because if you need at each and every point, so you will be getting the deflection. while making the beam into several number of smaller element. Okay, before analyzing, let us set the load cases. So we don't want our dead load to be a part of this analysis, hence the beam dead load will not be made, and we just want to make our live load. So whatever we have applied live load has to be calculated. Yes, our analysis is over, and let us see the bending moment and deflection here. So we have applied a live load. So we can observe that the 30 kilonewton we have applied. So let us find the reactions here. Yes, right now we can see the reactions. So due to the load and 30 kilonewton load what we have applied, we got 20 kilonewton as the RA and 10 kilonewton as the RB. So this is our support reaction. Okay, now let us find the bending moment and shear force. And yes, this is the in plane moment. Let us find. Yes. Now you can see the maximum bending moment. Yes, you can see the shear here at each and every point. You can observe the shear, that is minus 20, and so this is minus 20 and this is plus 10. So this is the shear force, and let us find the in plane moment. And you can see the in plane moment, that is around 39.6. So at this point you will be having 40 kilonewton moment. So 39.9, 40 kilonewton meter will be our maximum moment at the point of loading. Okay, we got the shear and bending. So let us find the next thing, which is deflection. Okay, when finding the, yes, this is the deformed shape. And at the point, that is 2.775, you can see at the bottom, you can check here the distance of x and y. And if we are viewing here, we can see the maximum value. This is 11.348, and after this 34 you are getting 37. So the maximum value is 11.348. So this will be 11.35, and you can take it as 11.4 meter. So this was your maximum deflection, and the place, one place behind this will be 11.347, and after this will be 11.337. So the peak point is 11.348. So this is the maximum deflection which we got at a distance of 2.77. So from the joint A. So if you have calculated from the joint B. It will be around 3.23 meter, and what you got in theoretical value is the similar value what we got, and the deflection at midpoint you can take, also at the center point you can easily track it out. So this is our x direction. At exactly at the midpoint you are getting 11.238 mm of deflection. So at each and every finite element you are getting the deflection. So okay, so these are the parameters which we are interested, and we got the values. Okay, I hope that this class would have given you the understanding of analysis by using software when comparing to the theoretical aspect. I hope you enjoy this session. See you soon. Happy learning. See you again. Thank you.